Hey, y'all get in here. Get in here. It's going down. It's going down. Come on in. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh-wee. Honey. We got mess on mess on mess. And once again, I am reminded why Seanitra don't jump up and jump on mess as soon as it happened. This is why. Well, y'all, let me tell y'all what's been going on. So y'all seen some of it, and some of it you might have missed. There go my girl Fatima. Boo, how you been doing? It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. So listen, y'all, everybody wish Bianca a speedy recovery because my baby is not doing well, and bronchitis is the devil, and it's beating on her, and we're not gonna have it. Everybody in the chat, I want y'all to type, the devil is a liar. That baby is going to be healed in Jesus' name. And I mean that. So listen, it's a mess going on. Listen here. First of all, Bravo got too much stuff going on for me. Bravo got too much stuff going on. So now they got BravoCon. They done put out a sneak peek. And then the people on the show and some of them off the show is going to jail. Thank you, DS, for following instructions. That's right. The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We not claiming none of it. We ain't accepting none of it. And he a lie. And he need to get a hobby and go bother and stop bothering people cheering. Hey, what's up, Queena? That's right. He ain't nothing but a liar. A dirty slewfoot liar at that. So listen. Bravo got all this mess going on. And I mean all this mess. Hey, Miss Thelma. All types of mess going on. Okay? All types. So they got BravoCon. They done put out the sneak peek. So the story came out today with Wendy. You know, they put, oh, she got aliases. Eddie got aliases. Then I see the letter that came from the law office that's defending them. And I say, now, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Pimping. There's more to this story than what the law enforcement would have y'all to believe. So we got to get into that because y'all know I can sniff out the bull crap. I can sniff it out. Hey, sweet beloved. That's right. Healing prayers. He will never win. Not over here. Nope. Hey, Lady Blue 57. Okay. Listen what I'm telling y'all. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to break that down. Then y'all seen yesterday that large Hispanic gentleman, Mia Thornton, done got arrested. Stealing. We're going to get into that. Yeah, because there's some footage. And baby, that mugshot ain't do her no favors. None whatsoever. And some of the stuff she had to say didn't age well either. Just like she didn't. Hey, Vet. How you doing, sis? All the way from Birmingham, UK. Yes, the devil is a lie. Yes, he is. Nothing but a lie. Yes, a lot going on. So let me tell you what else is happening. So let me tell y'all something. During that, what you call it? The BravoCon. The Con Artists Guild, you know, whatever you want to call it, because I don't like them people, and y'all know I don't like them people. Okay, it was a lot of stuff that was said. People had a lot to say. Things were said, and we got to get into what was said and who said them. So, I found it a little interesting, just a little bit, that you had Kelly, and I know we all saw it in the blogs where Kelly had done hired Phaedra to be her lawyer, but I could have swore she had some slick stuff to say about Phaedra at the last reunion. I could have swore that's what I heard. Yeah, so that then, hey, Maybelline, girl, Maybelline, where you been? Then not only did that go on, you got what's her name? Head and Shoulders with no neck. And Shamia, you know, the lady with the flea market fashions, them fashions be brand names and she make them look so flea market. They up there going back and forth, but bickering over if Gay Michelle is a better singer than Drew Sadami. They got that going on. We got Porsha Williams with drama at the airport, and I didn't jump on that right away either. And see, a lot of people jump right on stuff because they be so excited to think they're gonna hear about somebody else's downfall, which, if you ask me, is weird. That's weird behavior, super weird behavior. But you know, what can you do with people, right? So they was all excited and jumped on it, and I be trying to tell people, like, don't get excited. Number one, you weird for being excited about somebody's downfall. Number two, don't be getting excited and jumping real quick because until the whole story come out. So y'all see what went on in the beginning. They mentioned it, but then they didn't really get into it. Then next thing you know, we got body cam footage with witnesses telling us that Porsha ain't did nothing. And some of y'all who was in Discord, y'all know, y'all asked me, like, what you think is going on? I'm like, I don't think it's nothing to it. I didn't get the feeling there was no meat on that bone. Sure enough, wasn't no meat on that bone. We're going to handle that too. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And we're going to talk about Keiarna embarrassing the hell out of herself in that sneak peek too. Yes, we are. All right. Let me greet who in here. I done started running my mouth and just talking to everybody. How you doing, Auntie Eva? Thank you for being like number one. We got our Nene Ashley. All right. How you doing, little sister? Good to see you. Y'all hit the like button. C Mays, that's my sis. She done slid back and through here. That's what I'm talking about. It's Tish in the house. How you doing? Good to see you. Hit the like button. That's right. And an engagement button on the bottom right-hand side, the circle with the heart emoji. Tap it. Send up my bubbles. You know I need them. Plus, y'all see my new hat color. You know, trying something different with the soft gray with a little red, little peekaboo. I like it. I like it. Let me know what y'all think. Quiet Storm 87 in the house. All right, all right. That's right. We need them likes. Thank you for being number 6. Black Smile hit the thing at the same time. Hey, Black Smile, how you doing, pretty lady? Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady, is in the house. Listen, y'all need to holler at her in the chat and let her know whether y'all want her to do another Mary Kay party before Christmas so you can get your stuff or not. Okay? Because some of us is going to need to get some stuff from Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady. And if y'all is like me, let me know. And then we can all try to do our stuff the same time rather than everybody trying to contact separately. You know what I mean? Hey, Linnell, how you doing, girl? Thank you for being like number 10. Aries Diva in the house. Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Lovely. Thank you for being number 11. Deborah Randall is here to keep us legal. She like number 12. Housewives Talk is legal, y'all. We got Deborah. Hey, Vicky Black, what's going on? Thank you for being number 14. All right, all right. Yvette, number 15. We got our girl D. Saratina at number 14. Auntie Eva up in here. We got D Crazy DS. She running that reflection corner. And something tell me we're going to need it today. It's a lot of mess going on. We're going to need it today. I just know it. Lisa Gordon is number 19. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Now, y'all know the housekeeping. If you feel the need and you just cannot control yourself and must cuss in my chat, make sure you misspell the cuss words. No bickering, arguing, or disrespect of any kind will ever be tolerated. Follow the exit signs on the sides and to the front and the back of the plane. No disrespect. We can't do it. What up, Queena? How you doing, sis? Thank you so much for being here. Classy's number 32. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So don't do that. We're going to keep our comment on the people we gossiping on. And none of it, no personal attacks at each other. Thank you, Peanut, for being number 23. All right, all right. Classy said the lady ain't like seeing Porsha in first class. Yeah, I think that might have been it. I think she also knew who she was, and that irritated her spirit. It irritated her demons, you know. You know how them people get, child. You know how they get. You know how they do. All right. So listen, yes, of course, like this video. Keep your like number. Put your like number in the chat. Give me 1 second. One of my nieces is on the line, on the number line. Hold 1 second, y'all. Hold on, hold on. All right, all right. Oh, Auntie Eva says she liked my cap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we back. So look. Well, hold on. Lady Blue said Karen definitely knew who Porsha was. Thought this was her chance to make Porsha bow down, in my opinion. I mean, that wasn't news to me, but I feel you. So look. Now, who y'all want to get into first? Because there's a lot to get into. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just share the screen. We're gonna have quite a bit of screen sharing. The things that are Bravo branded, we can't screen share, but we sure gonna get in on that audio. As you know, we're gonna do that. But we're gonna share the screen. Let's get into Porsha business first, because hers dropped first, and then I waited for the rest of the story to flesh out because I just knew that wasn't gonna be the whole thing. I knew that wasn't gonna be the whole thing. I was fully aware that wasn't the whole thing. So let's pull this up and get this out the way. And then we got to get into the Wendy and the Eddie of it all, because this story, baby, the way people are like, I don't know what it is. I'm going to say this. People are way too excited to celebrate stuff on people. You know what I mean? Even when I don't like somebody, y'all will notice with me. Hey, my sweet, how you doing, boo? Y'all will notice with me. I'm never like in a hurry to be excited about somebody's downfall. Like, you really got to be somebody that I see as the devil for me to be celebrating like, oh, yay, we got you. Like, I'm not doing it. And I say that to say this. It's a whole gang of folks that be real excited anytime it's a black woman or a black couple and you think that you got some bad news on them people. One, get help. Drink some milk. Buy some blessed oil, because something's really wrong with you. What up, Cheryl? Miss Liberian Kind Pepper, how you doing, girl? Like, literally, get some help. But I knew that something about this story with Porsha just didn't add up. And I was like, because I saw the initial video of her getting off the plane. The officer's there, she's smiling and grinning, talking to somebody. So I'm like, clearly nothing that serious happened. But I noticed people, they was like already celebrating, like, oh yeah, oh, Porsha, she getting in trouble, she been fighting, and so now she beat up somebody on the plane, like just really excited, celebrating the downfall of somebody. And like, it was premature celebration, y'all. It wasn't even nothing to it. And I knew it wasn't gonna be nothing to it. I knew it. I'm just gonna say this: if you engaging in that behavior, stop it, because that is unattractive behavior. It's unattractive behavior. It ain't cute. They do hate pretty Porsha. And not even because she the black mamba. They just mad because she pretty. I call her the black mamba, because that's a deadly snake right there. That's old deadly snake. Yeah, she's slow, but she ain't crazy. That's true. Yeah, it didn't add up to me either. But it was like the number of people who were celebrating and acting like, oh yeah, like this is a win, boy. We gonna take down Porsha. Like, y'all, get some help. Literally get some help. Now the girl definitely is the black mamba, because I definitely saw her during that interview talking about, oh yeah, Nene leaks and I always love Nene and this and that. And I'm like, girl, you the same one tried to stop Lenithia's bag. So don't sell me that. I'm the first one to say this is the black mamba. She's an old deadly snake if I ever seen one. But sitting up wishing on the lady downfall behind, just because she pretty is crazy. I'm just going to say that. Get some help. But let's share this screen. Look her. This was insane. This was insane. So we're going to see this body cam footage. Make sure y'all got y'all sound up. I think that's big enough. Right. Because what black person going to hit an old clear woman in an airport, let alone a plane? Be serious. Right. But they was running with it. People get real excited when it's time to, think they about to celebrate somebody's downfall. Miss Barker said just showed that the flight attendants had to hold Karen from jumping on Porsha. Right. My sweet, I'm glad she had witnesses too. I'm glad she had witnesses too. But I think something bigger going on. We're going to get into that in a minute. But y'all take a look at this.
So if there's anything I can do to help
you were sitting near us.
I was.
Yeah, I
was there, and I heard it was unreprehensible. But when I got in your face and gave you the middle finger, and was doing things that were completely kidding.
She first.
I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
That's why I'm asking if you're okay.
Yes, no, I
wouldn't be okay.
I mean, I don't know what she's claiming. She's gonna press charges saying that I hit her. I'm like, I did not hit you.
I mean, you want to continue? You want to continue, ma'am?
Sure.
Can you excuse me?
Okay, can I get your information? Can you get your information as a witness?
Sure.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I was sitting 2 rows back. She did not touch me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You saw everything happen?
Yes. The guy had his seat reclined before the flight even took off, and I saw the entire gap. She did not touch
You
me.
didn't touch her. Oh,
She's great. I
can tell you. I can tell you. She did not. I could see her.
So it's all
If
right.
there's anything I can do to help
You were sitting near us.
And the first lady that's talking to Porsha, y'all, she sound like she darn near want to cry. Like I don't know. And I'm gonna say this, it's looking more and more like, other clip people who not on that type of time, they seem like they be real embarrassed when their counterparts do stuff like this, because her and the man was like, nah, I seen that. And the guy was like, I was looking the entire time. The guy in front of him, he said the man had his seat reclined before they even took off, so he could see clearly what was going on. And he was like, yeah, you never touched her. But they saw her, aggressing Porsha. But it's just, again, it's the number of Black people to me that were just excited, hoping that this was going to be something to harm this other Black woman. I'm just like, I'm starting to be real disappointed in some of our folks. I'm gonna just say that. But let's let them keep talking.
See her.
I can write my info down.
She didn't do anything wrong. She did.
What's your...
Is there?
You have an ID?
Oh, yeah.
Here's my ID. I also witnessed nothing happened. Sorry, I don't know ways. I have laryngitis. I like my family.
You didn't touch her. Whenever she started saying, I was like,
I'm like, no.
thank you.
What happened?
My name is.
So anything happened?
My name is. I never saw her activate in any situation to create a situation on board.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So you didn't see anything physical?
Nothing. No, it was only a couple rows back from the first class. I could see it. Nothing happened.
What's your phone number?
See
I
her.
can write my info down.
She didn't do anything wrong. She did.
What's your phone number?
Is there?
You have an ID?
Oh, yeah.
Here's my ID. I also witnessed nothing happened. Sorry, I don't know ways. I have laryngitis. I like my family.
You didn't touch her. Whenever she started saying, I was like,
I'm like, no.
thank you.
What happened?
And you know what? I want to highlight what Vet is saying, because Vet, you absolutely correct, Mama. And I peeped that too. He was trying to rush the lady off, even though he heard the woman witnessing and saying she witnessed what happened. He was absolutely trying to rush her off until Porsha said, can I get your information, so I can, contact you as a witness. And then that's when he went ahead and took the information, because he wasn't even trying to get information. I felt like the little Islander police person was trying to take the clear woman's side. Like, oh, okay, well, she say you did it, so I'm gonna just take down your statement, and it's gonna be your word against hers. Like, he didn't want no witness statements until that happened, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, let me get your number, because he sure wasn't trying to get that number before that. Thank you for peeping that, Yvette. I'm telling you, Black women be celebrities and be being attacked at the same time for not even bothering nobody. And I don't mean just actual celebrities. I mean black women, regular black women on everyday. Y'all are freaking celebrities. Everywhere you go, you are never alone because everybody's watching you, worried about you, nitpicking at you, wanting to bother you, wanting to pretend like you're doing something to them. And that's what was going on here. Hey, Amy J. Say, so the lady arrested yet for false info to the police? Oh, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Uh-huh. Yep, y'all send up my bubbles. Do I have bubbles? Do I need to do a bubble check? Or do I actually have bubbles? Deborah say, yes. I was on a content creator's channel when the news hit and she kept yelling, it's a federal space. It's federal. That's why it was FBI. That's why FBI was called. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but it's almost like it's just for me, sis, it's the celebrating. What is we celebrating for? Fatima say, thank God, a speck of Esau tells the truth. Yeah, some of them will tell the truth. It's a trip, but some of them will. Islanders like West Africans can be the biggest coons, unfortunately. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And it's a shame that this person who shares skin tone with us was absolutely about to try to do Porsha a disservice, and it took, one of Japheth's descendants to come on and tell the truth. That's a little wild, but that's what happened. Definitely tried to rush that lady off. Hey, DB, it's okay, boo. I understand. Y'all hit the like button. Mars, what's my like number? Because we got to get through a lot, and I don't want to be done wrong. Even say I can't align with folks just because they have black skin anymore. No, we cannot. No, we cannot. We cannot. We cannot. Now, we're not going to act like they act toward us, but we absolutely cannot do that. Just like that politician down there in Florida that stole all that FEMA money, and then they tried to turn her into a black woman real quick. I said, absolutely not. That is a Haitian American. She making Haitian Americans look bad. She ain't did a cotton picking thing with black Americans. We at 57. You mean to tell me it's almost 20 people sitting in my house don't like me? That's what we on right now. Ain't no love. No love, huh? Wow. I thought I was loved at least by my folks. I thought that. I mean, black women can't get love nowhere else, but I thought at least my folks loved me. Please hit the like button. Deborah says she was celebrating that Porsha may have done something. Sick behind. Sitting up wishing bad on somebody. That's true. Everybody ain't pro-black. That's true. But y'all know I'm black. I'm bliggity black. And I love it. And I love y'all black tails too. Okay? Thank you, Miss Sparkle, for letting me know. Miss Sparkle said I'm at 62. I need y'all to come on with the come on. My sweet, thank you for being number 44. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Miss Nisi in the house. What up, sis? So look, let's let them keep talking. Let's let them keep talking.
My name is I never saw her activate in any situation to create a situation on board.
Yeah,
Nothing. So
Nothing.
you didn't see anything physical?
Nothing. No. It was only a couple rows back from the first class. I could see it. Nothing happened.
What's your phone number?
See
I
her.
can write my info down if you want.
That's the silence during the phone number, y'all.
I think this was a really embarrassing incident for someone else.
You can't raise that much ruckus and you want to slip off the fight.
No, you don't do that.
You're sober now or whatever. That's my favorite.
Just so you saw what happened?
Yeah, so basically, the dude in front of me had a seat reclined before the takeoff and everything like that. I was...
Oh, sure. I was just getting more information.
Basically, there was no physical altercation, there was verbal, like, commentary kind of thing that was at a normal level, and then out of nowhere, it escalated in the sense of the lady to the right of her got really animated and, like, started screaming. About the only physical thing she did was point at her, and for some reason, that just escalated the woman to this point where she don't talk to me like that.
This is them having to restrain her.
Yeah.
They're literally holding her.
Yeah.
We saw this on the flight. We couldn't get off the plane because this was going on.
Both of them are restraining her.
Okay. Thank you for you guys'
All
information.
she
I'm gonna
did was
talk to
ask her not to be spoken to like that.
Yeah, she just
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I have the phone number there. Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. She just wanted respect. Thank you.
So you were saying you were using your phone. It was loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the louder.
She asked me. Thank you so much.
She was saying, don't talk to me like that.
This is them having to restrain her.
Yeah.
They're literally holding her.
Yeah.
We saw this on the flight. We couldn't get off the plane because this was going on.
Both of them are restraining her.
Okay. Thank you for you.
So this demon had to be restrained, y'all. And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna play this woman because I want y'all to see this animal. I want y'all to see this wild animal, in her natural environment. Yes, it's definitely giving desperate hellhound. It is definitely giving desperate hellhound. But I want to point something out to y'all. Okay. I think, and y'all know I will go there from time to time. I don't do it often. We try to keep it light on this channel, keep it with the gossip, but stay on code, But I think, one, this is why a lot of celebrities don't be in no hurry to fly commercial. She got in first class and still ran into a low class person who was trying to come up on $1, in my opinion. Or should I say that was my first opinion, is that she probably recognized her from Bravo, because most ladies watch Bravo, and was probably thinking, oh, I can provoke her, I can do enough, and it'll get her to react, and if she touch me, I can sue. So that was my first thought. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. That's what I was thinking. She trying to get her a quick little lawsuit, a little suit of the law is what I thought she was trying to get, right? So dig this. And then when I watched this back and I heard how the people described her behavior, and then I'm gonna let y'all see how she kind of like flipped it when she was talking. Y'all, put a 3 in the chat if y'all think that some of the violent, erratic behavior we're seeing recently is possibly demonic activity. I just want to know if anybody thinking what I'm thinking now. Because at first, I'm going to be honest, I took it at face value in the beginning, like, okay, we done seen cash grabs before. We seen people tell lies before, try to get a come up on a celebrity, but she was so out of sorts. You doing all that. I'm like, that lady might not be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it might be something that took control of her. How we saying something got a hold of me. We talking about the Holy Ghost, but something might have got a hold of her, and it might not have been the Holy Ghost. I'm just saying. Something ain't right. Because I had to think about something. Like the story with them children over there in Chicago, whooping on that woman and her kids out there side the road. I said, at first, I still never jumped on that because I'm like, I don't know enough about the story. And I never know where stuff started. I never take it as, it's just what the people say it is. Excuse me, y'all. I'm pouring me something, my Crystal Light in my cup. I ain't going to eat no more okra today. But I want y'all to feel me on this, right? And them children jumped on that woman and them kids, and I mean, I seen the video, they whooped them pretty bad. So at first I'm like, yeah, I don't know the whole story. Do they just do that? I don't, for no reason? I know bullies and stuff exist now. I don't remember having bullies, but stuff be happening, right? Thank you with the bubbles, D. Saratinas. But then I looked at the little girl when she was doing the interview. She looked like she was finna laugh, and the mama looked like she was finna laugh. I'm like, that's a little odd. Then you got the black women going to the hospital, and the nurses have this, like criminal neglect and this very like blatant disregard for human life. And they letting black women sit there and suffer. And the other black lady, they sent her up out of there. She had to have her baby side the road. I said, wait a minute. All this stuff happening like this here, back to back to back like that. It's given. Is this demonic activity? Hey, Belicious, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being 68. Okay. Miss Parker said they've been bullying the woman for years. Little kids been bullying the woman for years, or they was bullying the children? Yeah, but something going on with that. Y'all don't think that's not, y'all don't, okay, listen, if I'm the only one if y'all think I'm reading too much into it, let me know. Just let me know in the chat, Neat, you tripping. Just say you tripping. If I'm tripping, let me know I'm tripping. Y'all know I'm not uncheckable. But I feel like one thing, wow, two things, dang, both of y'all tripping, but it's just way too much activity right now. And I'm feeling like some of this might be demonic, man. Some of this ain't cool. I mean, Kim, that's everywhere. I'm from Ocala. We got them same people in Ocala. But something about this ain't right. It's too much stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? The activity is way too blatant. It's way too in your face. Auntie Eva said there's definitely been an uptick in the acts of hatred against Black women. I think it's deeper than that. I'm going to just be real with you. I think so. Hey, Lorraine Henry, appreciate you, sis. Y'all welcome Lorraine to the chat. My DT in the house. Hey, Bookie. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Y'all see what I see. What up, Rochelle? How you doing, sis? Thank you for being number 73. Yeah, it's way too blatant, right? It's like right in your face. Something ain't right. So let me let y'all see. I want y'all to keep in mind what the people that's watching had to say. And then I want y'all to keep in mind that when you hear what she got to say, because what she say don't really match what they saying. It's like you could see her grasping at something like she was going to get her lick in no matter what. And that was given problems. Miss Parker say all three. They threw bricks in the lady window. She done made police reports to the school and the office for 2 years. They throwing bricks. Oh, them little demons. For real. Yeah. Miss Thelma says she ran into a dust devil the other day. I believe it. Fatima say the separation is very obvious. The low vibrational inorganic beings who happily allow demons to harvest their soul be at all. Wait, hold on an all-time high. This is why I stay in the house. Yeah, unless you got a reason to be out there. Don't be out there. Peanut says bigger than race is right and wrong because of the political climate. Everybody quick to put the race label on it, but it's deeper. And listen, your mama been trying to tell them that. They won't listen to me. And why, I don't know. Y'all know I'm one of the blackest people you know, and I love being Black, and I love Black folks. But even I can see what's going on. The devil playing with y'all. He wants y'all focus on race so you don't see what the hell he doing. Because if y'all focus on black, white, he could play all in your face and all upside your head, and you're going to miss everything. Well, welcome back, sis. If this ain't your first time, I'm so happy to have you, and I'm glad you're back. But you know what? You're right. It don't hurt to welcome folks. Y'all, if y'all see anybody you ain't seen in a while, please say welcome. And if it's your first time hanging out with us, please put FTL for first time live in the chat. Please and thank you. You know, Cat Williams told y'all at the beginning of last year, it's about, ain't no sides. It's God's side and the other side. And right now, it looked like the other side is drawing a line in the sand. So let's listen to what this woman had to say. And y'all got to see this. Wait. Peanut say when it actually was pure race issues, y'all wasn't with the Black stuff. Now it's a spiritual issue and all everybody can see is race. Oh, yeah. That's what, to me, that's what should let them know that that's a smoke screen. Because as long as it was purely, racially motivated things going on down to political, financial, educational, prison, industrial system, even the military industrial complex, they couldn't see none of it. Now that the stakes are a lot bigger, that's all they keep telling y'all to look at. Look at the color. Yeah, bump all that. We done been down that road. We doing something else now. Very disturbing. Hey, Ashley Kane. Ashley Kane says she's been saying this for years. Yeah, everybody can't comprehend that though. Everybody can't comprehend that. So let's listen to this line woman. I want y'all to see her and how she moves. Look her.
Before I say anything, I want to know, is my information going to be given to the woman who assaulted me?
No, ma'am.
Because I'm afraid for my life.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not.
So listen, look at us, because I'm afraid for my life. Why she got all that skin pulled back on her face, looking like Leatherface. Y'all know how Leatherface had done cut them people face off and put it on his and tried to snatch it back with some coat hangers and stuff. Look at her face. Let me see if I can make this screen bigger. She looked like a demon. She looked like a whole necromancer. Oh, Jesus. Look at this devil. Look at her. Y'all look at her. Hey. Help, Lord.
I was sitting in my seat. She was the last passenger to come on board. So when she came on board, she said, I'm in that seat. I said, no problem. I jumped up, got far away from her so she had plenty of room. She had to put stuff in the upstairs thing. I understand that. Took plenty of time. Sit back down. We never spoke other than that. And after about 25 minutes of her on Instagram, full blast, every time she would flip, because apparently it was from a loud place, I jumped up because it was so loud. And so I waited 25 minutes, give her time, let her do whatever she needed to do. And then I said, am I going to have to listen to that the whole time? And she said, do you like it? And I said, no. And she said, well, I don't like the way you asked me. Before I say anything, I want to know, is my information? I said, well, I don't like the way you asked me. I said, don't put this on me. And the next thing I know, there was a fingernail so close to my eye that I thought I was going to be physically attacked. She had her, I don't want to do it to you, sir. She had her hands in my face, screaming, calling me crazy.
Now, y'all remember what the man said. The man described that encounter. Yep, she making it up as she go. Making it up as she go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's worse than a Karen. See, this here is one of them Carolyn Bryants. Now, don't y'all do her like y'all did Carolyn. Y'all was wishing death and hell and damnation on Karen. Y'all sent Karen to the lake of fire right in this chat. Say, it's on the second deep. It's on its second deep plane, facelift, just nasty. Yep. So look. The man said he saw them talking. And I'm going to get to what Porsha said too. He saw them talking. They had words back and forth. And he said that the lady got loud and then Porsha pointed. Wait, no, the lady was like getting at Porsha and Porsha pointed at her. And then that's when the lady went off and started screaming and yelling. When she telling it, she said that Porsha put her hands in her face and she was screaming at her and calling her crazy. That ain't what the people said. Porsha described that same altercation. Porsha went on to ask her, say that the lady said, am I going to have to listen to that the whole time? And Porsha was like, would you like to? And she said no. And so Porsha, did acknowledge that. She was like, the way you said that was kind of whatever, how yada yada, right? Oh, okay, good. And then everything went from there. But by the time she telling it, Porsha was the aggressor. Porsha had put her hand all in her face and she's screaming and yelling, which is giving me, you saw her on television. You think you know who she is based on a person that she portrays on television, and you went there. Yeah. Now the fingernail dog whistle. Hello, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, she was wrong for that lie. But I just wanted y'all to see the difference in the stories because we heard their story. Now listen to what she's saying.
On and on and on. So now the flight attendants can't come help me because they're wrapped in for this takeoff. My phone is sitting against my leg on my lap. So I take it to video to try and protect myself. And as soon as I go like this, she takes her hand and goes like that and throws my phone. And everybody sees the phone go down the end of the whole.
Not everybody sees, honey, because the people who witnessed and talked to the people on the body cam footage, they said Porsha never touched you. They said Porsha never touched you. That man said your phone dropped. Said she never touched you. So now you done been touched, girl. You was touched. Touch me in the morning. She touched you in the morning. Yvette say she didn't like that Porsha with them. She didn't like that Porsha with them nails and melanin was in first class next to her. That's what she didn't like. And the fact that she likely knows her from that television show, she likely doesn't like that Porsha ain't broke. And she know it's not a black woman that was kind of maybe, reaching to buy that seat. She knew that was light work for that black woman, and it was pissing her off. They hate to see a black woman with more money than them. That does something to their spirit. It irritate them demons. Yep, she was sitting there being envious until it bubbled up in her. And they be real envious already, and the only thing to make them sleep good at night is, well, I might have more money. So then seeing that you don't have more money and she look better than you on your best day, that was just the last straw. She couldn't take no more. She could not take it. No, she could not. So let's go.
Airplane, and the flight attendant told me he saw her knock it out of my hand. And that's assault. And I'm 70 years old.
So she actually knocked the phone off your hand?
You're damn right she did.
Okay.
I didn't drop it.
All right.
I said, well, I don't like the way you asked me.
All right. All right.
Here's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid she's going to have me killed.
So, can you do me?
Now you hear this? That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid she's going to have me killed. So how was she going to have you killed, honey? With her fingernails? You see, did y'all see the demon bubble up in her? Because she felt like he was buying her story about her being assaulted. She turned it up. Now I'm afraid she gonna have me killed. Really? Girl with her fingernails and Instagram. Black women, be careful. Y'all out here threatening people with fingernails and Instagram. Baby, that demon bubbled up quick. That ain't no cognitive dissonance. This is giving demonic possession. Let me find out that's what them COVID shots was for. Oops. I wasn't supposed to say that. My bad, y'all. My bad. I ain't said nothing about the Carnival 19 shots. I ain't say that. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Hey, LEL, how you doing, boo? Yes. But let's go.
Can you write me a statement of what happened?
I certainly can. I have it written down in my phone.
Can you just jot it down on this bit of paper? You want to sit somewhere private over here? All right.
So yeah, that's what happened with that.
Who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone, and the volume was up on the phone, and she turned to me out of nowhere, and she said, "So you're gonna make me listen to that the whole flight?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." And I said,
So you make you listen to what?
"Am I gonna make her listen to my phone?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I said, "This is before we took off." Yes, even before we took off.
So you guys were in Las Vegas when that happened?
Yes. Yeah.
The plane was on the ground?
Yes.
The door was shut because, okay.
No, the door wasn't shut. People were still boarding.
People were still boarding?
But you were texting me. When
Oh, okay, I couldn't tell.
Okay.
So she was like, are you gonna make me listen to that? And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "What is a nicer way to say that?" And she said, "Bitch, you don't tell me bitch." And I
Okay, that's what Porsha said. She said she told us there's a nicer way to say that. By the time the demon told the story, she gonna say, "I don't like the way you said that." And then, I believe Porsha on this one. I'm gonna just say that. And then she immediately went to calling her a female dog, and I believe it. You can see the demon all over. You can see the demon all over her. Ooh, child. Ooh, chile. So shout out to Porsha. We gonna, lift you up in prayer. Hopefully, Porsha, let this be your lesson. And let me say this to everybody who's here too, before we move on to the Eddie and Wendy of it all, because we are going to, before we make a pit stop with Mia Thornton stealing stuff. Okay. But let me say this, because I want y'all to catch something here. There's a lesson in this. I believe this is a case of a demon on assignment. And y'all might think I'm crazy, and that's cool. I mean, I'm okay. I'm perfectly comfortable with people thinking I'm crazy. I don't think I am, but I know a lot of people do, and that's okay. But I'm gonna put this out there. I think this was a case of a demon on assignment. And the reason I say that is because of the behavior of the demon. I don't think it was an accidental demon. I think this was a demon on assignment. I think Porsha was like targeted. I think the target was on her back before she got on the plane. I think the demon was aware of her arrival on that plane and was waiting on her on that plane. And I think that she didn't realize it. And so, she was accosted. The lesson in this for everybody, in my opinion, is to be on your P's and Q's. My baby here, Peanut can tell you, it's certain days if I dream wrong or the spirit hit me a certain type of way, I call her and tell her, hey, don't let nobody provoke you into nothing today. Like, don't react to nothing. Peanut, don't I be telling you that? Because sometimes something will hit you and be like, yeah, don't react to nothing. No matter how stupid people act, just be low key. Don't give it no response. Because sometimes when you being demonically targeted, what ends up happening is they'll do strategic things. They'll do strategic stuff to get you to react so that they can make you hurt yourself. And I think that this demon got unhinged because Porsha didn't react. And so I think, in my opinion, that's when it got aggressive. Because I think the first thing was to say something slick. And when that didn't work, and she was like, oh, it's a nicer way you could have said that. Immediately, you bitch. It was like, well, let me go straight to like blatant insults, since passive aggressive ain't getting a rise out of her. Let me go to calling her female dogs and stuff and see if that'll get a rise. And when that didn't work, that thing got unhinged. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta really peep game, because that's the type of stuff that them demons do. Y'all got to be sharp. Don't be flat, be sharp. Okay, thank you, Hee. So Hee was thinking that too. It's giving, like, y'all be sharp out there. Don't react to everything, because some people be doing stuff, and I know all of us be sitting there like, oh, I wish I knew. What? Don't try me. Hey, sometimes that ain't the right posture, because sometimes, just like you know you be on go, the devil know you be on go too. So sometimes he'll send somebody to step on your toes to make you go, so they can make you run you into a trap or make you hurt yourself. Like, don't react to everything. Good going on, Porsha. But Porsha, you need to be praying more. Pray more, lie less, Porsha. Pray more, lie less. Because this time, this was a near miss. The devil really could have got you on that plane. He really could have got you. Let's be honest. So I personally, this is just me. I could be dead wrong, but I honestly think this was definitely a case of demonic targeting. I think she got targeted, and Fatima said it could have came from Simon, and it also just could have came from the devil himself. Think of that. Because sometimes when you're not living right or you're not right, sometimes he want to take you out while you still in your sin. There goes sis on the phone. Say, and was very demonic. Probably one of them Shamia and her auntie sent. We all saw them. Yeah, we did see. We absolutely did see Shamia and her mama and that auntie. Not so much Shamia, because she was just sitting there being a part of it, but the mama and the auntie did look like they was trying to pull some witchcraft stuff. So I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, you know, be sharp. Pay attention. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't react to everything, because sometimes your reaction is all the devil wants you to do. He want a reaction, so don't fall for it. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, shout out to Porsha for doing, you know, keeping your head together and not giving a reaction, because girl, they was coming for you. They was coming for you. And let me say this: when you escape one attack, don't think that the enemy is gonna be like, well, she escaped, I guess I gotta leave her alone. That is not how that works. You escaped that time, they pissed off, and they probably gonna come back a different way. So, you know, I'm just saying, you ain't gotta believe me, but if I was you and I was being attacked and I escaped one attack, I would pray harder, because you know they coming back. That's all I'm saying. So let's move on to the Wendy and the Eddie of it all, because something tell me that this ain't all this cracked up to be either. Even the way the blogs be reporting stuff, somebody just ain't right to me. Something in my spirit telling me that this ain't what we think it is. That's why I reported on it the first time, but I kind of let it go. And if y'all notice, even on Sunday nights, when people, you know, go for the low-hanging fruit, you know, the lazy read, the lazy joke, oh, the fraud, yeah, miss me with that, because I don't really know if this is true or not. That's number one. Number two, I don't know what's behind it. Number three, almost every Negro I know done filed an insurance claim and put some stuff on that paper that wasn't in the house, or wasn't in the car, or wasn't in the house file. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I wasn't finna get too deep in that. But the more I watch this play out with Wendy and Eddie Osefo, something tell me, something in my spirit is telling me there is more to this, honey, and I just don't know what it is, but something just ain't right. So let's look at what the blogs put out first today. This is the first thing they put out, what the prosecutor said. And they seemed like they was like real happy to put this out. You know what I'm saying? And people jumped on it like they do because, of course, you got to celebrate Black people being took down. I don't care if they're not Black American, they still Black people. Mind you, different people or whatever. Delineation is important and I'm going to respect it. But I'm still not sitting up celebrating Black folks that may not have done anything being took down on some bull crap either. Now, let's just say that. So this is what they put out. Why would the prosecutors be doing press releases? I said this during the Puffy trial. And y'all know I can't stand Puffy and his big gums. But I said with that, why is the feds giving videos to CNN? Why is the feds leaking stuff to the press? Like, what that's supposed to do? If either you got a case or you don't. And I be feeling like if you really got a case, you don't need the court of public opinion. So you trying to do the court of public opinion for what reason? Are you trying to like hopefully taint a jury pool? Are you like trying to taint them publicly because you might not have no evidence to go to trial? Something don't smell right to me. And y'all know when it don't smell right, Seanitra got to call it out because I ain't never been, you know, no follower. I ain't no guppy. I ain't no sheep. I got discernment. I got discernment. Something about this don't smell right. Belicious say something not right to me either, Seanitra. It don't make sense. It don't. It don't. LEL say the prosecutors are happy, and I peeped it when I watched the press conference after they was arrested. Right. Like this person or some kind of way. Let me find out they doing this because Eddie done when they got in the reefer business. And they say, oh, no, you don't, Negro. I know you ain't messing around in the reefer business. We gonna get you because something about this is funny. So you got the prosecutor. You work for the state of Maryland. The state of Maryland. You don't work for the blog. So why are you doing press releases? Approximately 40 credit, I guess 40 credit cards or whatever, and credit and debit cards. Okay. And some of which are in company names, as well as names like Pam Oliver and Eddie Hennessy, in a deliberate attempt to mask their identity. Additionally, Wendy Osefo falsely denied using PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App to pay for jury. That seems very stupid to me. But I'm looking at how they twisting words, and they're trying to present a certain picture. And we ain't gonna sit up and act like we don't know the picture that people be trying to paint. Come on now, we ain't gonna play crazy. Now we know people play crazy when it come to us. We know that. We know that. Let me make my face a little bit bigger because I can't see me. Damn is. Now we know people play crazy when it come to us. You know what I'm saying? When people try to paint us with a brush using stereotypes, every other group plays stupid. They pretend they don't see what's happening. But I'm not going to do that because, again, you know, American Negroes don't behave that way. And we're not going to pick up other people's bad habits. Now, they know these two folks is Nigerians. It don't matter if they dress like us, buy wigs like us, try to use our slang, join our D9 sororities and fraternities, go to our HBCUs. These are Nigerian Americans. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you're with me so far. I'm going to ask for ones along the line to make sure I ain't lost you nowhere. Okay? And we're all aware of the stereotypes, the Nigerian scammer, the Nigerian print scam, and the 419, and the, you know, the Yahoo Plus, all that, right? So to me, it ain't no coincidence that when you're reporting a story or you're doing your press releases and you're giving it to the blogs and you're giving it to media outlets, you're doing things like they're using aliases. They have 40 credit and debit cards. Some of them are in business names. These Negroes own businesses, but they're not presenting it in a matter-of-fact way. They're presenting it in a way that it plays into a stereotype because you're trying to get the public to see these people a certain type of way. You need us to see them a certain type of way. And I see what you're doing. Now, like I said, I'm going to point it out because if these were Black Americans, let's be very clear. Let's be honest. Can we be honest, right? if these were Black Americans and they were doing the type of stuff that we seen Stacey Rush doing this year with Keiarna, calling the girl aggressive when she was barely talking to her, you know, claiming she want to fight her, when the girl was just answering Ashley's question and all that stuff. Yeah, if somebody starts calling Black women aggressive or ghetto or saying that they're on public assistance, these people from other ethnic groups wouldn't say a word. And y'all know it. They join in on it. They do. If I'm lying, stop me. But we don't do that. We don't do that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to point out exactly what I see going on. And then what's so shocking that they have credit and debit cards in the name of businesses that they own? Are we going to pretend like these are not two professional Negroes here? Well, they're not Negroes. These are two professional Africans here. Are we not going to pretend like that? We got a whole lawyer and cannabis business owner, successful by the by, a professor. She also has her website where she sells her branded items for the platform she created for herself, and her candles and all like that, and her little production company for her YouTube and all like that. So, and we don't know how many other businesses these people own because we've not gone through their portfolio. So why is it so shocking that two professional Nigerian American people wouldn't have credit and debit cards and various ones? I don't have nowhere near much money as them, and I got various ones. Well, does that mean I'm committing fraud too? Thank you, Makeup Addict. Come on, tell the truth and shame the devil. Makeup Addict say, I got 2 credit cards in my business name, so why can't Wendy and them have them? They tried it. Yeah, y'all starting to see something? So wait, look at this. Let's look at Eddie and Wendy's lawyers' response to this. Y'all, some funny going on. And I'm just glad that, you know, they got the coin to push back and fight back adequately because, and good thing Eddie's a lawyer. Good thing Eddie's a lawyer, because if these was just regular, you know, dry, long, so run-of-the-mill Black folks, they'd have been in trouble. I'm going to just be real with you. Fatima say, honestly, I hate it so much because I fell in love with Wendy after her 2nd season and her family. What you saying makes complete sense. Yeah, but, you know, I'm going to say this. While I do say ain't nobody Black but Black Americans, let's make it very clear. Everybody want to play Black, cosplay Black, pretend to be Black until it's time to be Black. Because these are clearly two Nigerian American people who are professionals, who earn very good money. But while you over here cosplaying Black and playing Black in Black America, now they treating them like Black folks. They treating them like Black folks. They not treating y'all like no Nigerians. They treating y'all like some niggers. Okay? I mean, what her 4 degrees got to do with them being targeted? You can have degrees and you can still be targeted. Like let's talk about it. Since we're going to have a talk, let's have a talk. In my Wendy Williams voice, can we talk? Your degrees do not insulate you. Wendy Williams had millions of dollars in celebrity and fame, and that did not insulate her. So why would Wendy Osefo's 4 degrees save her? If them people decide that they're going to play into dangerous tropes and stereotypes in order to smear you publicly and come after your neck. Come on now. Can we be for real? Y'all know good and hell well it don't matter in America, KKK. It don't matter how much money you got. It does not matter how much education you have. It does not matter how much social capital you have, how much perceived status that you have. Them people don't care nothing about that. And y'all know I'm not lying. If I'm right, give me a 2. If I'm tripping, just tell me to hush. You can type hush. I ain't touching about nothing but my likes and my bubbles because I still need them. But let's take a look at the lawyer's response, which kind of fell in line with what I was thinking because the way they said it just didn't sound right. Thank you for my 2 DS. Thank you. Y'all with me? Yeah, it don't make no difference what you got and how much you got. A lot of people that move here from other countries think so, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works. They think if they come here and position themselves as a model minority, crap on Black American people, take advantage of set-asides that Black Americans fought for during civil rights, benefit from us while crapping on us and being a buffer class between us and white supremacy, that somehow they will be insulated, and now they are not. And Sabra, hey, and what you mean? It is terrible. They old enough to understand. Don't you think they should understand? They over here living in America. This ain't Nigeria. Don't you think they need to understand how America works if they plan on staying here? This is America. They don't have none under no aliases. Unless you call a business name, which is DBA or doing business as an alias. They don't either. So now let's get into it. So y'all know I got the squint. You know my eyes ain't what they used to be. Hold on. Let me just pull it up over here where I can see, so I don't have to lean all the way down at the phone. And prayers for Nnamdi Kanu. They gave that man life in prison over there in Nigeria. That's a good man, and God gonna deal with them because that was some evil bull crap. So let me read the lawyer's response, and then we're gonna read what Wendy had to say herself, because she made a statement as well. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the rain. I don't even know, to be honest with you, I don't even know if that's the truth. The way they doing these press releases and not telling the truth in a press release, I can't swear on, I can't put my hand on a stack of Bibles that they even told the truth about their reign. I don't know that. I do not know that, nor do you. We just know that's what they claim. Yvette said those prosecutors held that press conference was so odd and over the top. Straight away, I thought, oh, something is up in the way it's being handled. Hello, good night. Something about that ain't right, Suge. It ain't right. So listen what the lawyers say now. I got to make it a little bigger. Y'all, my eyes is doing so. My eyes doing a thing today. Okay. This is what the legal team said. At the outset, police failed to properly investigate the initial burglary despite clear indicators of a break-in, displaying clear bias against the Osefos. The Osefos heard nothing but silence from police for over 18 months. Now that's odd. Despite complete cooperation and requests for updates. So Eddie and Wendy was contacting them for updates, couldn't get none. That sounds right. It is common knowledge that other Real Housewives cast members have also been victimized after documenting their travel on social media, yet none face this level of scrutiny or criminal charges. We believe it's deeply unjust for the sheriff's office and the office of the state attorney for Carroll County to publicly expose confidential financial information about Eddie and Wendy Osefo. What is most disturbing is that the state appears to have begun investigating only after charging the Osefos. So what they're saying is they didn't even investigate the burglary. They only started investigating the burglary after they charged them. And now you go investigate and say you don't have evidence of a break-in. I wonder why. Which is a highly irregular approach that raises serious concerns about the motive and fairness. The public release of the family's private financial details serves no lawful purpose and only invites conclusory opinions about a case the state is obviously still investigating. Okay. The Osefos have never used an alias on any financial application. See, this is where we got a problem, because then the way they worded it in their press release, they were saying it like these people had credit cards in Eddie Hennessy and Pam Oliver. That's how they wrote it. Now put a 7 if that's the way you took it, because that's how I took it when I first read it. I'm like, dang, that's wild. Y'all bugging. Put a 7 if that's the way you that's the way you read that, the way the blogs put it out. So they say they have never used the alias on any financial application. This allegation is false and misleading. It was very misleading, and I think it was intentional. It was intentional. Okay. Such names were used for the delivery of packages. So that means when the state attorney and the sheriff put that out, they knew that them people had only used them names to receive packages, and they knew that was not on any credit or debit card. But when they reported it to the blogs, they reported it in such a way to make it look like they had fake names on credit cards. And I know about that. I'm from Florida. I know. Listen, I'm cool with a bunch of scammers. That's the way they made it look. Okay, but they say such names was used for the delivery of packages following their lawful purchases to safeguard their identity of very public figures. It is ironic for the state to assert or exaggerate, that's right, existence of any purported debt in correlation with this accomplished professional couple. You better say that again. So that's the other problem that seemed a little funny to me. Why you keep talking about how much debt they got? America is built on debt. The country itself is like nearing $38 trillion in debt. People that own most of the country own by debt. They don't use their cash, they leverage debt. So that is a good point. Why are you saying that? Like, oh, these people needed a bailout. It doesn't look like they needed a bailout. And my sweet, you don't have to stay out of it. You can have an opinion, but I'm going to talk about the facts. And I'll wait to form an opinion once all the facts come out. Okay, because this don't smell right to me. There's some lying going on and it don't make sense. So existence of any purported debt in correlation or in connection with this accomplished professional couple. Due process is paramount in the administration of justice, and its breach by misleading the public with a false narrative has only compounded the harm. The defense is confident the court will prevent any further violation of the Osefos' right to a fair trial. I agree. I'm going to just say that. So far, I agree, because something about that don't seem right. It don't seem right. Because why would you say them people had credit and debit cards with other names on it and you know that ain't what it is? Why are you listing the number of cards they got like they're not allowed to have them? Why are you listing the fact that they got cards in the name of businesses that they legally own? What's the problem? Clear, folks. What's the problem? Quiet Storm say, I apologize for calling them scammers and fraudsters. I said that based on that article. I feel you. Because that's the way the article wrote it. They wrote it that way, so you can't really be too hard on yourself for, seeing it that way. I just be asking questions when stuff don't add up. Hey, Camille, fun. And somebody wasn't adding up to me. I'm going to just say that. It wasn't giving what they thought it was giving. It's giving somebody lying. In the words of our nephew, Kendrick Lamar. I see somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. Something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. What up, Mo? What up, Mo? I know that's right, girl. So listen. So Wendy's statement was, what's most disturbing is that the state appears to have begun investigating only after charging the Osefos, which is highly irregular approach that raises serious concerns about motive and fairness. The Osefos have never used an alias on any financial application. This allegation is false and misleading. Okay. And so she just requoted what the lawyer had already stated because the lawyer got all the facts in hand. Yeah, it was a very accusatory article. And I think what they were trying to do also, and they do it all the time, is get the community of Black people, no matter which ethnic group, on set to help them kind of go after people. And a lot of times our folks, we don't ask questions. We will help them people go after, can't say our own folks, but to go after other Black looking people because they know how the optics look when they do it. So they kind of try to get us to do it for them. Hey, Venus Lacey, welcome, 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 girl. How you doing? Yeah. I smell bull crap. I smell bull crap. I smell it. Is Tish say the use of other names is for Amazon and delivery to come to their house? I wouldn't want people to know where I stay if I was on TV. Hell no. Hell no. I might have called myself Madam Shivers Regal, But if he want to be Eddie Hennessy, I can respect it. I can respect it. I don't like Hennessy, but you know, Shivers for me. You know, you call, you know, maybe I could be Shivers Regal. Or that gal Shivers. Most say content creators and wealthy famous people have credit cards and other names all the time so they can buy products online without being recognized. That's facts. That's facts. Makeup addicts say they do that so the shade room blacks, very different from black people, will assassinate their own folks. That's exactly what time it is. That's exactly what time it is. Yeah, this right here. This don't smell right, y'all. This don't smell right. But we finna move on to Messy Mia. Because that don't smell, you know, it don't smell right on her part. It don't smell right on her part. But we finna move on to Messy Mia. Let me stop sharing the screen so I can, you know, navigate and switch on over. Because, baby, listen. This is why. This is not just this is why. This is another reason why I say don't be sitting up celebrating people's downfall. Don't do it. And the reason why I say don't sit up celebrating people's downfall, because baby, look. The thing about them tables is they always be turning. Now let's share the screen. I want y'all to see this before we go into something other else. Because this is important. This is material. This material evidence that y'all got to see. Y'all can see that screen. I want y'all to see this first. This is why you don't celebrate and sniggle.
I just got out of jail. Now Wendy's going in. What the hell? We taking turns over here? Like, I don't want no parts, okay?
Well, we taking turns. Apparently, I was taking turns.
This is why my ass is minding my business in Atlanta, okay? I ain't had enough. You know what? I will take my butt back to the strip club and make my dollar for heaven's sake. Don't be like, people, it's too much. Now, where are the kids?
So
you know, everybody's so worried about my children, which my children are perfectly great. Where now? What? Now her kids are sitting here at school, right? Getting the breaking news that mommy and daddy have mugshots because they committed fraud. Like, that's ridiculous.
I hear that. I hear that.
Because she needed a storyline? Like, no. Like, 1 + 1 is not equaling 2, and I have 0 degrees, and I know that is correct. You know?
Round it up in a powder.
I just wanted y'all to see that first before we move into the next story. Yeah, right, Mo. Didn't she say she'll take her butt back to the strip club? Where was the strip club when you was over there stealing them people's furniture? Tell them again, Mo. Tell them again, Mo. Light them up, Mo. Light her up, Mo. Mind you, you talking about this lady churn and all. What her churn had to do with any of this? That's number one. Number two, ma'am. Number two, you want to explain how you sniggling and cackling, talking about Karen went to jail and now her, you just celebrating people, you know, going through hardship. Karen had an addiction, and I hope she's, you know, delivered from that. I really, truly do. And we don't even know what happened with Wendy and Eddie just yet. We know this story looked fishy, and yours seems very cut and dry, my love. Very cut and dry. Makeup addicts say people never recover from Wendy saying she had 4 degrees. Now they use it as a dig or something. Imagine trying to use somebody's education as a dig when you a high school dropout. Imagine asking somebody who has a very active mother in her life who's got her children. We know who got her children. You ran around and told everybody your mama was a crackhead and you were scared for her to watch your children. So who got churned? Who got churned? Fatima say Mia man is so nasty. Yes, she is. Yes. That ma'am sir that's a nasty ma'am sir. Oh, nasty ma'am sir.
Right. If you want to, you can put your shoes on. Yes, ma'am. Come on. Mm-hmm. You want your hands? Excuse me. You want your hands? Hold on. Relax for a second. Relax. You want your hands this way, or you want your hands turn inside like you're praying? You want this way? What's your way more comfortable? Okay. Let's. Okay. All right. That's fine. We'll go that way. Shit, it's all caught up in here. All right, I'm gonna lock them so they don't move on you, okay?
Baby, that wig is beat up in the back. Y'all see that?
When we get to the holding cell, I'll take them back off for you so you can relax a little bit, right? We'll probably be at our precinct for probably about 20 minutes or so I can finish doing my paperwork thing, and then we'll head out, okay? All right, brother. Okay. Go ahead this way.
I think y'all getting a little larger than y'all little bit to pick up the stuff y'all may do. Yeah.
All right, brother. Take care.
Mia, why you not giggling, girl? You ain't giggling? I thought you was going to the Scrub Club. Oh, I know she's not crying.
Pardon me?
I didn't go, I just had somebody else go out there and just give him a pickle.
Is it possible to like call him? He has the storage key.
Let's go get him, I mean.
Where is he still in the airport?
Nah, he probably left.
Okay. Yeah, where's Miss Call?
He's got the storage key. Is it possible for me to call him? He's got the storage key.
Yeah, I just want him to go put that furniture back. Nothing about it. Like, I have several emails. Whenever they tell him to back.
All right, bro. All right, bro. All right.
Baby, not doing the walk of shame in the cuffs through the airport. Is that's the Atlanta airport? That's Hartsville. Oh, that's a big old airport too. That's a hell of a walk, baby.
So we go straight down to that wall. My precinct's right there.
Because I know about what's wrong with the situation. So.
So let's read what the people said, y'all. Hold on. These are the details. They say the incident report said that Mia and a man named Jared McGriff was renting out a furnished condo owned by a lady who lives in China. So she knew when she moved in the place, it was already furnished. So why, when you move out, you stole that lady furniture? When I first read her story, before I started paying attention to what was being said, y'all, I was thinking, me being a dum-dum, I was thinking like, okay, maybe she was making payments on some furniture that was very expensive and she just took it and all like that. But no, she moved into this lady place. She knew this was that lady furniture, and they moved out and had the nerve to move that lady furniture and put that woman's stuff in storage. Use a whole sticky fingered thief. Use a Bigfoot pot mark sticky fingered Yeti. How dare you? How dare you, Sasquatch? You went to somebody's house, they rented you the place with the furniture in it, and you left and took the people's stuff. Maybelline say you never win when you dig ditches for other people, because the same ditch you dug, same ditch you dig for one, you digging for yourself. That's true. Yeah, what you over there sniffing and watering up your ass for? Not you up here sniffing going on. No, not the hair got messed up from laying on the bed. Girl, I used to like that song when I was a little girl. Who's crying now? I remember that. You know, the young people don't know nothing about that. Whose heart is breaking, aching from breaking each vow. Yeah, that is not, it's a decent mugshot for her, but that skin look rough, child. Mm-hmm. Yeah, talking about don't, Lord, DS, they don't nobody want that. Nobody wants that hot storage key. That man got the storage key, she said. I guess that's for her to go, tell him, look, don't sell it. You better hurry up and get them people their stuff back. Oh, Fatima said this creature is an entire stunt and is. Mm-hmm. So I doubt they want items from the storage. I want the $11,000. Yeah, but this is the thing. If you steal from people, you can return the items and you can still be made to pay restitution. So it's like returning what you stole don't get you off the it don't get you off. Ink name is McGriff. Are you sure? Yeah, somebody find out if that's that man's name, Jared McGriff. Yep, everybody see her now, roll through the darn airport. Hey, Nina Ross. I mean, the lady was renting it for her, let her sit her funk box on it. In the middle of the night, they moved out in the middle of the night, stole that lady stuff. I don't know who Jared is, because y'all know a recent Mia was supposed to be going with Bobby Valentino. Mm-hmm. Not stay steady trying to set up Gordon. Gordon brought this on himself, because why the hell was Gordon cheating on his wife with this dude lady in the first place? Now that's the first problem. If Mr. Gordon hadn't been tricking and treating with this Sasquatch on his wife, which was already wife number 2, then she wouldn't be up there setting him up and trying to pick his pockets in his old age. Men got to be more careful. Since on the phone they say everybody plays the fool, but at what point is it not playing? This is becoming a lifestyle for her. Hey, Ink is McGriff. Okay. Oh Lord, she say this look like it fits a small man. Yep, little bitty short Bobby Valentino, little short and stout Bobby Valentino. So that's what's going on with Mia. That's what's going on with me. I can't believe this, baby. We got the blooper reel. We got a whole doggone blooper reel. So let's stop sharing that, because anything that's directly Bravo, we can't do nothing but do audio, because I don't need that smoke. So they had the little BravoCon or whatever, right? I know a lot of people were very excited about BravoCon. I was not. Like not even remotely excited about it, but I never am. Let me just say that. So it's not like it's a new thing, or I just decided this year I'm not interested. I just really was not really interested. The things that I saw that I found interesting. I'm gonna go down the list of things that I found interesting with this year's BravoCon. I found it to be interesting that Quad, y'all know I can't stand her, was at BravoCon trying to still get a rise or a response out of Phaedra. I thought it was weird. Like y'all didn't want the lady on the show. Why you still directing your energy and comments to this woman? She definitely ain't talking to you. Hey, Dana Brown. Hey, Magaline Lamar. Thank you for being number 92. So I thought that was a bit weird. I thought it was a bit weird for the interviewer to be asking Toya Bush Harris if she was going to vote for hellishly. First of all, your vote is supposed to be private. You should be able to vote anonymously without having to answer for who you decided to vote on based on your convictions. I felt like Toya gave a very good beauty pageant answer. I didn't see nothing wrong with her answer. And then it was, Heavenly's response of, tearfully talking about being on public assistance and her son being arrested, as though those are prerequisites for running for office. I found it to be interesting, very, that that Shamia and Drew Sidora are like having this whole back and forth feud over K. Michelle singing better than her. Like K. Michelle sang better than a whole lot of people. I mean, a whole heap of folks. So, you know, there's no shock there. I found it interesting that Andy Cohen used this BravoCon to let everybody know that him and Nene is cool, and they texted a few months back and the door was open. I thought that was very interesting. And I'm using the word interesting because I feel like they're trying to play folks. I feel like they're definitely trying to play people. I found it to be also interesting just a little that Angel, you know, I found it interesting that Angel was at BravoCon at all. You just get into the show. Why are you even at BravoCon? That's the other thing. I found it interesting that Sheree Whitfield gave us an answer as to why she's not on RHOA this season. And I don't know if y'all were listening, but I think it's worth hearing, you know, what she had to say. Sheree said the money wasn't right. And
Atlanta this season.
Listen.
To Atlanta, not so open to
but this to come back in a capacity this season.
you said no.
You did say no.
Can you tell me why you said no?
Money talks, and it wasn't speaking loudly enough. Yeah, sometimes you got to know your work. You got to be able to walk away, and you know, at some point, you know, hopefully, we can get it together. No, you're not going to see none of.
So come to find out, they didn't even just flat drop the ball with Sheree. They tried to lowball Sheree Whitfield. Y'all, I found that to be interesting. Imagine you paid Pinky Cole, who don't have no relationships with nobody on their show, to come on their show. And you got a whole Sheree Whitfield who's got potential friction with Angela Oakley, which that situation I thought was interesting too. And you got Sheree Whitfield with a potentially, you know, contentious relationship with Porsha, because remember, Sheree, during the whole Porsha and Simon divorce debacle, was posting with Simon talking about brother this and brother that. So Sheree would have been worth the money this year. In my opinion, Sheree would have been worth the money last season. But surely Sheree would have been worth the money this season, especially since now Porsha can actually talk. I'm just saying. So I just found that to be very, very interesting. Interesting, to say the least. I did not find Ashley Darby's rating of Angel Massey to be interesting, because she literally, at that point, she was Captain Obvious. She was only stating the obvious. Only stating the obvious. And the obvious is that Angel does not need to come back. So I did find that to be extremely interesting. I did not find it interesting. Porsha's still trying to push this she a lesbian storyline. Girl, I don't believe you. Let me just say that. I don't believe you. I don't. And I think I'm not alone, because from what I'm seeing from a lot of the fans, they don't believe you either. So I don't feel bad that I don't believe you, because, you know, it gives you're doing a stunt for a storyline. Sorry, Black Mamba, but I'm not sorry. I did also find it interesting that Kim Zolciak say that she left Croy because he was tricking and treating. Yeah, she said Croy was hoeing around, and now she got a new man who's still married while she married. And he been going through a divorce for a long time. So we don't know whether that's Big Papa, whether that's another married man, but she definitely, while she's still married, is going with another married man. And I mean, at this point, bring her back to Atlanta. Let's talk about her going with married men, because she was very interesting when she was still going with that woman husband. She really was. So I found that to be extremely interesting as well. Let me see. What else was interesting? I want to say that's pretty much it for the whole BravoCon of it all. But can we talk about the sneak peek and Keiarna embarrassing herself? Do y'all mind? Do y'all mind? So we see upcoming on Sunday the conclusion to the conversation that ended off on Sunday Gone, which was the ladies at Ashley's Rainbow People event, and they're all in there diddy bopping around and whatnot. And Keiarna takes it on herself to say, oh, well, she was dating Chris. So we see that I'm gonna let y'all hear the audio, and then we're gonna talk about this thing, because I was just like, Keiarna, that fell so flat. You did all of that, went out on a limb, put yourself out there, and it was literally crickets. It was crickets. So listen.
Little way of making people think that she's not their girl, but no, Stacey.
For a reason. I didn't want him anymore. So I'm completely fine with whatever he does with his life, as long as she's good with the children.
So that was Monique's take. Monique didn't even give her the reaction she was looking for. It fell completely flat. And I'm gonna tell y'all what else it did. Not only did it fall flat, she played into the stuff that Stacey was lying on her about all season. Oh, she's out to get me. Oh, she's out to get me. Oh, she's out to get me. And at the same time, she clearly wasn't. I feel like that had something to do with why Keiarna did what she did, but she's not bright. And that's clear, which is why she let that geriatric squirrel play her all the time. That dude called Greg, you know, the balding geriatric squirrel. Meanwhile, it fell flat. You put yourself out there. You played into it. So now Stacey's really going to pretend like you're doing something to her, when before you weren't, but you tried to get your lick back and it just didn't land. But also, you giving Stacey somewhere to hide, because Stacey just sat up here and lied again unprovoked. I know him socially. No, you did not know him socially. You asked somebody to hook you up so you could go date that man. That was not somebody you knew in passing. Y'all had friends in common. Stacey, you are a liar. You wanted to date that man because his wife used to be on that show with your messy self. Miss Messy Flat Booty. You messy and you lying. You did not know that man socially. They say, I watched the interview with Angel. She claimed the picture they were arguing about was not the same picture they showed us on screen. Angel lying. She know exactly what they talking about. And the thing is, let's just say that ain't the one. Ma'am, why did you have that picture on your social media and that ain't your face? It just don't make no sense. Like, Angel, go home and don't ever come back again. Mo say, what exactly is Kay trying to prove? She coming across as problematic. Toward Wendy. I think she tried to get her lick back with Stacey and it just didn't. She did not stick the landing. It's DS say, Keiarna is the only one that thinks she has something important to say. Ever. Because first of all, I feel like, I'm going to say this. I feel like somebody probably had to tell her what Stacey was doing to her. I don't even think Keiarna was smart enough to see that Stacey was trying to paint her as an angry, aggressive Black American woman, because that's what Stacey was doing. But I don't think Keiarna was smart enough, because the whole time that Stacey was doing that to her, oh, she's aggressive. Oh, she's angry. Oh, she want to fight me. Oh, I know you'll fight. That stuff. Keiarna didn't even address it in the moment. She was too busy trying to create something. She was trying to make fetch happen with Wendy, when in reality, the person who's coming for your throat is this, flat booty Barbie doll over here. That's who's coming for your throat. It's Flat Booty Barbie, not Wendy. I don't think she was smart enough to even peep what Stacey was doing. Keiarna does not strike me as somebody who's very savvy or sharp at all. She's not a sharp girl. She's not. Hey, one who cares. Thank you for being number 96, boo. And she didn't even catch it. So you literally played into it. So now if Stacey want to keep, Flat Booty Barbie and you around and trying to play the role of a clear woman, because she clearly thinks that she can marry and breed herself into somebody else's ethnic group, and she no longer sees herself as a Black American woman, which is why she says Arabola doesn't see too many Black women, like she ain't one. Now she gonna really pretend like you out to get her, whereas before you were not. You late trying to get your lick back, and you failed. You failed. And Flat Booty Barbie played dumb, and Wendy co-signed because you kept running at Wendy. You needed Wendy to help you with somebody coming after you like that. But instead of you keeping the smart girl as an ally, you attacked the smart girl with a lame excuse. And that was dumb. Really dumb. Miss Sparkle say, not Flat Booty Barbie. Yes, Flat Booty Barbie. Okay, you remember when y'all remember when I dubbed Wendy Miss New Booty when she finally went and bought one? Well, right now Stacey ain't bought hers yet, so she's still Flat Booty Barbie. And shout out to the Flat Booty girls, okay? Shout out to the Flat Booty girls. Some of the prettiest girls in the world ain't got no booty. So shout out to all of y'all, okay? But Flat Booty Barbie on this show is full of crap. And she keep wearing tight clothes like we can't see that. I don't know. But yeah, Keiarna absolutely played herself. Another thing on that sneak peek that I found to be interesting, and I thought it was pleasant, and that was not Stacey continuing to be weird and racist with the Nigerian people, because that was just weird. That was just weird. Like, nobody can clean that up for me. That was weird garbage. But it was the conversation between the ladies about divorce, and how Monique opened up and was talking about the fact that, that her and Chris had a good image, because she was, addressing Wendy, and Wendy was like, I thought everything was cool because y'all look so good together and this and that and whatever, yada, yada, yada. And so Monique cleared it up. She was like, no, it was a good image, but up underneath the surface, it wasn't all that. And they, had flashbacks and, things where she said she wasn't being loved properly. And the fact that, Giselle had even kind of dropped a bug in her ear back then, but she couldn't really hear it. And, I saw the comments and people like, oh, Giselle like her now because she divorced, because Giselle don't like married people being married and happy or whatever. I think what it is the fact that I guess I got to give Giselle this one. Not guess. I'm gonna give her this one. I think she can see when it's some stuff under the surface in certain times, certain situations, because of the marriage that she got herself in. The marriage that Giselle got herself in with J Mal was a mess. And I think that she could, at times, may see certain things on men. I think sometimes she projects it, but this time she wasn't really that off. It was something about, production played a flashback where Monique was saying that he was doing some weird stuff around her birthday. And Giselle made the comment during that clip, is it because your birthday is about you and not about him? Is that why he doing that? That type stuff, And so, yeah, I found that to be very, very eye-opening. I found it to be very eye-opening. So I was like, yeah, so, but I love the fact that they were able to sit down like women and have a conversation. A conversation. And I'm going to tell you what else I noticed during this conversation. Ashley, who's also been through divorce, had nothing intelligent or substantive to offer, not during the clip that I saw. Now, if she got something else in an extended version of this clip, then I guess we'll find out on Sunday. But she was just sitting there making faces with the, fake facial hair drawn on her face. And then it was looking at Angel, Miss, I'm married. Girl, you didn't have no sage information, nothing mature, emotionally mature to add to the conversation that would have been substantive. Like, Her and Keiarna just sitting there, Keiarna just bobbing her head, nodding and stuff. Girl, you not being loved properly. Monique telling you she learned her lesson. You sitting there listening to women who been down the roads you been that you trying to go on. They done been down that road and seen which way it turned and which way it went left and where the bridge got washed out at. And you up here just nodding and smiling like a donkey. And you over here getting played by a geriatric squirrel in a Wu-Tang t-shirt. Sis on the phone say, didn't Giselle tell Robin she had a good man when he was on the couch? That's why I said sometimes she can see. Sometimes she project. And I think with that situation, with that man fighting her over that remote control, she was doing that trying to make her friend feel good because she knew that was a mess. That man bought her a Morganite ring. I ain't gonna never get over that Morganite ring. Better not buy me no Morganite ring. Oh, Jesus. One who cares say Ashley never has anything to offer but messy boots. That's true, but she will bring some gossip. If she get it, she bringing it. And shout out to her for that. Quiet Storm say, I wish they could have lived up to the image. They really were a beautiful family. They were. And you know me, I always kind of feel, I always feel very disappointed, extremely disappointed when I see a Black family just implode. I hate to see that. I can say truly hate in the truest sense of the word. I hate to see that. I would like to see Black families be strong and nuclear and be able to depend on each other and grow and rear those children. I love to see it. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I really didn't like that it didn't last. But at the same time, let me say this. I would prefer that they get away from each other so they can raise those children healthy than to stay there just for the sake of saying you married. It's never worth that. It's never worth the emotional and mental security of them children for you to stay with somebody and y'all over there being toxic and y'all are being too in front of those children. Children don't need to see their mama crying. They don't need to see their mama being hurt. They don't need to see they're being hurt and this stuff. So as much as I want to always see Black families, stay together, like really stick together like glue. I'm not at the expense of you being harmed or children being raised in toxic and dangerous environments, because that ain't never cool. And I mean, that ain't never cool. Okay. But yeah, so that happened. And then real quick before we go, I can't even laugh. Y'all know that blogger, Milagro, that was over there lying on Megan Thee Stallion, Little Megan P. We like Little Megan. Megan Thee Stallion is suing her. And I had pulled up that paperwork, from the Zelle with all that money that was being sent to her by Tory Lane's people. Y'all, that put a 6 in the chat if you remember that. Where the girl is in court now. Now she went to court dressed like ghetto Cruella de Vil. Meanwhile, Megan was like she was going to Sunday school, like she was the superintendent of Sunday school. She looked good too. She had on the wig superintendent of Sunday school too. Looking real good. Nice pair of responsible pumps in there. No scrap around the ankle, none of that. Real respectable. And the blogger came in like ghetto Cruella de Vil, black and white, fur coat. And she was in there testifying. She said the money was birthday presents. Y'all, I got so tickled. I say birthday presents. It was birthday presents? Baby, she said it was birthday presents. I say, wait a minute. Stop, Lord. Stop. So the man that shot the girl say that he wanted to get vulnerable victim, out of his sentence because Megan should have ran and ducked the bush because, she heard me saying I was going to shoot her. And so when I get the gun, she had time to run and duck. And she saw me pointing the gun at her. She could have ran and ducked. And I said, wow. So we done went from saying she was never shot, I didn't shoot her, to why she didn't duck. I said, oh, hell no. Now, you got this girl. Hey, one Texas neighbor. How you doing? This girl here say the money is birthday money. Baby, these people got clown excuses. What else y'all gonna do to this girl? And then tell us a stupid story as to why you done it. How many more times? How many more times? Birthday presents, Mo. Birthday presents. That's what they said. Girl, I thought I seen somebody parked in front of us. I was sure finna see what was going on. Hey, Simply V. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So look, y'all. That's what I got on the Bravo mess. Bravo got big mess at Bravo. If they're in jail, they're out of jail, they're fighting cases, the ex-housewives stealing furniture, threatening to go to clubs, get picked up at airports. Porsha got attacked by a wild Karen in her natural habitat. Glad she survived. We're gonna pray her strength in the Lord. Y'all beware of these demonic attacks because these people clearly got demons in them, and y'all might want to watch it. Okay. On the phone say people like that bad, I get it because I feel like he calling us dumb, definitely. But here's the thing, Mo. It was a thing for him to say because you shot the girl in the butt. How low can you get? You know what I'm saying? I'm from Ocala. I've dodged a bullet or two, but if you shooting at feet, how the hell I'm supposed to dodge that? I don't know. Ain't nobody never shot at my feet. Now, I'm gonna say that, you know. It's a lot. Yeah. They didn't get shot in the feet though. By the time you shoot people, I mean, how can you go? Well, she was to dig a ditch and jump. I mean, there was no shovel. There was no time. What was she to do? And he could have hit an artery or something and messed that girl up for life. See, it's DS at the end of the stream. Here she go. She said he could have ducked under his feet. Yeah, I mean, because he's so little. But everybody don't have that superpower. Right. He said he didn't have now. He didn't do it. Matter of fact, the first story was the girl ain't never even get shot. It was just glass. It was only glass. Just lying. Mm-hmm. But look, y'all. I don't know what else we gonna do. Them girls want to talk about the Braxtons, but we got to see what Bianca Medication doing. And if she up to it tonight, then we'll do it. If not, they will do it tomorrow. We're gonna talk about them Braxtons and stuff and some other stuff that the girls wanted to get into. I'm along for the ride because I watched one episode of the Braxtons because I love y'all like that, but that was a lot on me. I couldn't, that was a lot. I don't think I can take no more of them women. I'm along for the ride. So if B feel up to it, then we'll kick it tonight. If not, then once some medicine kick in a little bit, we'll try it again tomorrow. But yeah, y'all know one time with them Braxton heifers was enough for me. It was. Sis on the phone say, "Oh, lying leprechaun, unlucky charm, big head tail." Yep, that's right. Yep. I mean, that made two of us. Yep. I do believe that. That girl ain't made that up. Who thinks that up out the blue? He said that. He said that to that girl. They're too much. It's Tish. I don't mind doing stuff for y'all. I will take one for the team, but that one was a lot, sis. That was I'm glad that I could do it for y'all, but I don't think I could do that again. That was a lot. That was a lot. And the way I watch stuff, I watch to take notes. Like I literally watch to take notes. So that means I have to pay close attention. I can't lose no details because, people watch and get emotional and they don't get the story straight. So I have to make sure that I actually have word for word what these people are saying. And they did too much for me. It was too much. I wasn't strong enough. Okay. So our sweetie pie say we gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. She got to rest up tonight. Y'all send Bianca some healing energy, some love through the chat, and we finna get up out of here because y'all know what time it is. Okay. Okay, it's tomorrow. Because the corner stand. Our baby girl say she gonna do it tomorrow. That's right. So y'all know what time it is. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, I need you to hit the like button. Notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every single time we go live on this good channel. Okay? If you're in Discord, you're gonna know before everybody because I always tell my folks in Discord first before anybody. Okay? Subscribe if you have not subscribed because you know we're happy to have you here, as you know. And if you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Also in that description box, we got my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for our girls leaving home for the first time. Some of y'all who grabbed the book, let me know in the chat if y'all grabbed it and if it was helpful enough. If I need to do another edition and add some more things that our girls can use to stay safe, please don't be quiet. Let me know. This channel is interactive when it comes to everything. But grab a copy if you haven't. Let's keep all of our girls safe. And if you need a copy and you can't afford to get a copy, holla at me and I will make sure you get one free of charge. But we got to keep our girls safe at all costs. That's a game we can't never play. But also in that description box, we got the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and represent the royal family. We still the warmest family on YouTube. We got the link to our Amazon storefront so you can shop for holiday decor items and whatnot for your home like I do for mine. And we got my Amazon wish list in there, and yarn is still there for now. Okay, for now. I will eventually remove the yarn, but the yarn is still on the wish list for now. So if you know you want something made, let me know and I will crochet for you free of charge, but you got to pay for your own shipping. And I mean that. Okay. Also, the link to the Nick fan is there for our hot flash girls and all that good stuff. So listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. It was good talking to you. I miss you guys when I don't get to talk to you, but this week has been productive and I pray that yours has as well. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. As always, be positive and productive tomorrow. Encourage the people around you. Make sure you always encourage yourself. And most importantly, remember, in case nobody else says it, God loves you. I love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Talk to y'all later, okay?